Three-point shooting statistics are interesting for this game because both of these clubs have good three-point shooters. The Celtics better. They've hit 200 of 521 three-pointers on the season. Danny Ainge accounting for 109 of them. Larry Bird 69, Dennis Johnson 11. Indiana's got Chuck Person and their rookie Reggie Miller with 47 apiece and John Long with 46. Interesting practice session yesterday for the Pacers. One in which Steve Stepanovich and Reggie Miller apparently got into some heated words. They said afterward it was, just one of those things, no big deal, laughed it off. But one of the other things that happened at their practice session yesterday, Coos, was that Chuck Person was ordered off the court by head coach Jack Ramsey. And he left during the practice session, sat in the stands and watched the rest of it, but I mean was just told to get off the floor. I don't want you out here practicing. So while this club has also lost 9 of its last 11, they're starting to have maybe a couple of internal problems that could create some havoc because this is still a young team.
Well, it's going to make their mood a little uglier tonight too, because normally, despite the fact that you might have internal problems like that, frankly, when they get out on the floor, if guys are upset, the reaction for competitive people normally is to overachieve. In other words, you don't take that disunity or that whatever you're upset about onto the floor. So I think it's just going to make the Celtics task that much tougher, frankly.
The Celtics starting 5 will be, of course, as usual, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale at the forwards, Robert Parrish at center, Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson at the guards. For Indiana, Chuck Person and Wayman Tisdale, their forwards. Steve Stepanovich, the center. Vern Fleming and John Long are the guards. They're using Herb Williams strictly off the bench now as the backup for either the center, Stepanovich, or one of the forwards. Coming into the game, Person is averaging 18 points a game. Tisdale 15, Stepanovich 14, Fleming 14, Long 13. Celtics, Bird averaging 30. McHale 23, Robert Parrish 15, Ainge 16, Dennis Johnson 13 points per ball game.
This team doesn't have a stopper. I think that's one of the reasons they've been so cyclical this year. They won 7 in a row in January, 9 in a row in 9 in a row in January, 7 in a row in February, and now of course they've lost 5 out of 6 here at home. They don't have a go-to guy, don't have a stopper, and don't have anyone inside that can stop a Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish for that matter, so the Celtics should concentrate inside early.
Excellent entry pass by Parrish to McHale for the opening basket. Celtics leading 2-0. Tisdale from outside ties the game. Bird, of course, wearing the goggles and will continue to wear them until the doctors tell him it's okay to take them off. Hasn't apparently affected his shooting all that much because he's continuing to average over 30 a game. McHale trying to swoop inside, finds Ainge behind the three-point line. On the shot clock, they're down. McHale gets the shot away. They were down to 7 seconds. Foul on the Indiana Pacers on Chuck Person. Fouling Kevin McHale in the act of shooting, and so Kevin goes to the free throw line where he's hitting them at 78.5% coming into this game.
What most teams are doing, Gil, is they continue to double down on the Celtics inside people. Obviously, that's the strategy. The percentage is not to allow, if you can, the inside shot by Parrish, McHale, or Bird. And then they normally rotate behind that to leave, theoretically, the furthest man away from the ball alone. In this case, what they're doing is they're not leaving Ainge alone. In other words, they're going to put the pressure on Dennis Johnson. He's got to hit that outside shot.
Larry Bird getting the rebound off the missed Fleming shot. Parrish had kept it alive for the Celtics. Parrish on pick and roll is walloped by Stepanovich. Hugh Evans and Ron Garrettson are our officials. No foul call, out of bounds call off Indiana. It'll be Boston ball. Bird to inbound. DJ has Fleming on him, looking to post him up. Dennis, who does that about as well as any guard in the league, gets fouled by Vern Fleming, so Dennis Johnson will go to the line. So far, the Celtics have hit 1 shot, got fouled on the next 2 shots they've taken. So they have at least got themselves a trip to the foul line, and at least on the first 3 shots of the game put themselves in a position to get something out of every shot.
One other problem with this Indiana team is that they're a jump shooting team. They don't have an inside threat, and if they're not creating enough transition baskets, why, it's very difficult. They've got to have a real hot hand to beat whoever they happen to be playing. So the Celtics concentrating inside early really matches the Celtics inside game against the Indiana jump shooting game.
Celtics are 4 for 4 at the foul line, and they lead the game by a score of 6-2 here. We've played 1 minute and 20 seconds in Indianapolis. This is Tisdale looking for Stepanovic. Now Stepanovic has to cut back inside. Tisdale goes to him in there. Stepanovic with a turnaround left-hand hook. And it's 6-4 Celtics. Up court quickly, it's Larry Bird for the Celts. Now Ainge and Boston will continue to try to look inside, I'm sure, because they've had good success so far. McHale again, person on him. Kevin wheels in, jump hook, gets it. Celtics have scored in every possession.
Nice job. Kevin had to put it to the floor. They pushed him out further than he wanted to be, caused him to put it to the floor once.
Wow, wow. Very quick move to the basket by Tisdale.
Tremendous power move by the 6'7" forward, who was starting finally to, they tell me, come into his own, and has been playing very effectively inside since he filled in for Herb Williams. Bird answers from out.
Larry hitting his first shot of the night. The Celtics have had the ball 5 times and have scored 10 points. Person outside, well within his range. And it's a 10-8 ball game. The Celtics lead by 2 with 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Danny Ainge is trying to post up on Tisdale. Bird has a couple of inches on Wayman. Takes the fall away. That one is going to send Larry Bird to the foul line. Got him on the elbow. Well, the Celtics 6 straight possessions, Coos, with a chance to get something out of every one.
Yeah, and they've gone inside consistently. That's the kind of discipline that they need to display, especially on the road. That's where their strength is. Everyone in the world knows it, but if they exploit it, no one in the world can do much about it, frankly.
All right, Bird with 2 shots. First one goes for him. He doesn't use the goggles on the free throws, but when he's playing on the court, this is what the hoop looks like through those goggles. You see just a little shading there. That's the way it looks through Bird's goggles. Larry gets both free throws. The Celtics have hit all their foul shots, and they've scored in every possession of the ball. They lead 12-8 with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Fleming, who had a triple-double the other night, long outside. Indiana continues to get all of its offense from 15, 18 feet out. DJ looking for McHale. Couple of fakes, couple of more fakes. This time Stepanovic the rebound. First time the Celtics have not scored on one of their possessions. Person cross court to Long. McHale the rebound. Out comes Ainge, ahead to Bird. Beautiful job.
Nice pass by Danny Ainge. Read the floor beautifully, and Stepanovic was trying to pursue, get back in place. Still knew he had enough floor and time to get that pass through to Bird. Made a nice lead pass.
Danny Ainge, the rebound of Person's miss. The Celtics are leading 14-10. Bird takes it in low to DJ. Great pass by Bird. Just caught Dennis Johnson out of the corner of his eye, cutting to the basket for the easy 2.
Boy, when you're the kind of offensive threat that Larry Bird presents, so many things open up for teammates, you know. But nice play there, Fleming.
Fleming misses the shot, however.
Yep, just rushed it a bit. Yeah, the fact that Bird is such a threat opens up the opportunities, but he responds to those opportunities. A lot of guys don't do that. Parrish.
Whoa. That was a vicious tomahawk dunk by Parrish on the pick and roll.
Celtics very active, really playing well.
18-10, the Celtics are leading. 7:52 left in the first quarter. The Celtics are off to a smoking start in all areas of the game. Boston is up by 10. Timeout here at Indianapolis. Of Hearts at 11, Bob Eubanks brings you the new Newlywed Game. At 11:30, it's Singles Madness with Jeff McGregor and the all-new Dating Game on WLVI TV. This program is authorized under telecasting rights granted by the Boston Celtics solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Celtics and WLVI TV is prohibited. Stepanovic on a fingertip roll was fouled by Robert Parrish, and that'll put Stepanovic at the foul line. Chiefs first foul, Celtics first team foul. Indiana has 3 team fouls. Celtics are 6 for 8 from the floor and a 4-2 rebounding edge over Indiana. The Pacers are 5 for 10.
And 5 of those 6 hoops have been inside. The Bird outside jumper was the only one they had to go to the perimeter for, which is kind of ratio Casey's looking for.
Indiana just the other way around. 4 of their 5 have been outside shots. The only inside basket they had was the hook shot by Stepanovic. Steve is averaging 14 points and 8.5 rebounds a game. He's turned into a fine NBA player.
He'd make a better power forward, and that's the other problem Indiana has. They don't have a shot blocker. They don't have anyone who can intimidate and keep people out of the paint. So that allows people with the inside offense to take it in and create more baskets in there.
DJ and now Ainge down to 8 on the shot clock. They'll have to crank one up shortly. Ainge is in trouble. Gets it to Bird. Larry, low to McHale, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be, I believe, out off Indiana. The Pacers are claiming the 24-second clock went off.
The whistle blew first, I believe.
It
they
did too.
should get to 5 seconds.
Yeah, they should.
No, the other way.
24-second shot clock violation.
All right, it'll be Indiana ball. Celtics not getting the shot off in the required 24 seconds.
Well, Dodson blew the whistle certainly before the 24-second violation buzzer went off.
Yes, he did. Stepanovic getting it to Chuck Person. Neither team has made a change, by the way. And now Fleming. No. Rebound Parrish. Indiana not getting any second shot opportunities.
Ramsey switched defense, came out of that timeout. Good defensive play by Tisdale. Bird going to that fall-away jumper, and Tisdale is playing him effectively for it.
Another rebound for Robert Parrish. The outlet to Ainge. Danny is quickly doubled up. Now has Long on it. Waits for the rest of the Celts to get down court. It is Bird for 3. No. Rebound Fleming. 18-12. Celtics leading. 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Stepanovic low to Tisdale. Misses the shot. Battle for the loose ball. It's John Long, and now Fleming. Pacer offense gets the 2, but the offense of Indiana does not appear to be running all that smoothly at this point.
Good patience that time, however, by Indiana. Tisdale said in the paper today that they're thinking too much. They're playing like robots.
3.
Ainge.
Danny's three-point hoop, his 110th of the season.
That will happen to a structured team occasionally. You know, they will get into problems. Tisdale.
Nice job by Stepanovic dipping it off there at the last instant to Tisdale.
You don't usually see a 7-foot center penetrating and then making a play. Normally it's to guard. Yeah, sometimes if a team gets overstructured, this is one of Jack Ramsey's trademarks. You know, they will get into standing around. They won't be fluid, and the individual moves won't be there. And that seems to be what's happened, at least momentarily, to Indiana. Maybe they have too much discipline.
Rebound of the missed shot by Chuck Person. He pushes it down. Now looking for Stepanovic, who can hit that shot. Stepanovic cuts the Celtic lead to 3 points, 21-18.
Celtics had the early momentum. Ramsey called the timeout. They went to a trapping defense and deny defense, and it's been effective, and it's gotten their offense in gear as well.
Parrish now looking to wheel on Stepanovic, does, and buries the turnaround rainbow. Robert looked around for several options and realized the best one was 0-0. 23-18.
He can shoot over Stepanovic, so that little fall-away jumper is there for him whenever he wants it.
Tisdale from outside. Rebound McHale.
McHale doing a good job on the defensive board.
Celtics leading by 5. Ainge from outside. No. First time the Celtics have come down and taken the very first shot without making a pass.
Yeah, they did a while ago with Bird, too. They were successful. That's the problem they've had. As we well know, you know, they're disciplined up to a point. They'll go inside for 5 or 6 minutes, create some results. All of a sudden, they forget about it.
Celtics lead 23-20. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Parrish has Stepanovic leaning on him. Roberts' turnaround baseline shot goes. Good shooter's touch for Parrish on that one. The Chief gives the Celtics a 5-point lead again. 3 out of 4 for Robert from the floor.
Indiana creating much higher percentage offense than the Celtics in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
John Long.
Long's a shooter, as anyone who's watched the NBA in Indiana for a while. Bad pass by Ainge. Got to wait till that man inside establishes the position.
Foul on Danny Ainge, fouling Vern Fleming. That'll put Fleming at the line. He's a good foul shooter, 82% guy. Tisdale will go out and Williams will come in.
It appears that Danny has pretty good defensive position here, but he reaches in. I guess that's where the foul was called. Danny doesn't agree with it. But the whole move was triggered off the bad pass inside. Celtics have gone from one extreme to the other in this quarter.
They started out the first
solid,
4 or 5
disciplined,
minutes.
you know, good game plan, knowing what they wanted to do with it, and they had themselves, what, an 8-point lead as a result of it, and then, again, just kind of forgot what they were out there for, and have allowed Indiana to get back into it. But Indiana's pressure defense has had something to do with that.
Celtics lead is down to 1 at 25-24. Bird flashing behind the pick. Misses the shot. Parrish the offensive rebound. Up fake. Lays it in. And we have a traveling call. Third Boston turnover. So Indiana with a chance to take the lead with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Celtics won here earlier in the season by 5. They've won all the games at the Garden. John Vern Fleming gives Indiana its first lead of the game, 26-25. Now the Pacers have come off the timeout to outscore the Celtics 17-7.
Celtics continue the last few minutes to take quick, low percentage shots.
Ball is out of bounds off the Celtics. It'll be Pacer ball. Celtics want a timeout. As KC wants to talk things over, the Pacers have come back to take the lead. 2:46 left first quarter. It's Indiana by 1, 26-25. We'll spice up your late nights. Weeknights at 11, Wedded Bliss goes a miss on the new Newlywed Game. And at 11:30, Sexy Singles compete on the all-new Dating Game here on WLVI TV. So far in the quarter, the Celtics shooting has dipped off. They had been at 750. Now they've dropped to 53% on 9 of 17 shooting. Celtics have turned it over 3 times. Indiana 0 turnovers. Jim Paxson is in, replacing Danny Ainge for the Celtics. This is Herb Williams in for Indiana. Goes to the basket. Reverse layup. And Indiana has its biggest lead of the game, now 3 points.
Good, strong move by Williams, who's been there. Excellent power forward for years here. He got hurt. He put Tisdale in the starting lineup.
Parrish wanted to catch the pass, but Stefanovic was holding on to the back of his shirt.
Yeah. Bird threw the ball to where
Robert was going to be.
And he would have been if he hadn't been held. But unfortunately, the official didn't see it. Yeah, they're using Williams off the bench now. It's kind of a 6th man. And you want that guy to come out shooting, and that's exactly what Williams seems to be doing.
Stefanovic and the Pacers have hit their last 5 shots. They've lead by 5, 30-25. Celtics have scored just 7 points in the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, Indiana's been very active since that timeout, not only defensively but also off the boards. Indiana is even weaker than the Celtics on the offensive board.
Bird the rebound.
But they've gotten
goaltending.
A lot more done off the board as well. Yeah, 2 points for DJ.
Herb Williams blocking the shot as the ball was on its downward path. So the Celtics break a string of 10 unanswered points by the Pacers. Pacers lead by 3. Persons turnaround. Pacers lead by 5. Minute and 25 to go in the first quarter. 32-27 Indiana. Bird is left open from 20 feet and he buries it. Larry now with 8 points to lead the Celtics here in the first quarter. Celtics trail by 3.
You know, it's a natural instinct to fall off people that are on the weak side away from the ball. Fleming continues hot. 8 points for him now.
Pacers are really hot. They've hit 7 of their last 8 shots.
Constantly amazed at the fact that they fall off Bird on the weak side. It would seem to me anyone who's going to guard Larry Bird, you know, would be told or would figure out himself, no matter where he is, don't fall off.
There is a travel violation on the Pacers. It'll be Boston ball.
Good, smart defensive play by DJ. You can't come in blind on the man receiving the ball in the open court without giving him an opportunity to avoid the contact. So DJ stayed just far enough away where it caught Fleming by surprise, but it also caused him to walk with him.
Mark Akers is in, replacing Parrish. McHale goes to the hoop and rolls it in. And it's 34-31 Indiana with 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Stuart Gray is now in for the Pacers. And he has replaced Stefanovic.
Gray took some weight off, and he's become much more effective.
Have a whistle and a foul on Mark Akers for tripping Vern Fleming, and that'll put Fleming to the free throw line. Take another look at it here.
It is. Fleming with a head of steam. He's a point guard who's also a shooter. Fleming averages 14 a game. I think sometimes perhaps one hurts the other. The fact that he's considers himself such a potent offensive threat makes him not as alert to his playmaking responsibilities.
Fleming misses both free throws. The Pacers get the rebound, however, deep to Herb Williams. Well, Indiana holds onto the ball now with 25 seconds left in the quarter and 21 in the quarter, 13 on the shot clock. So there's a 7 or 8 second differential here. Fleming to Person, way outside, in and out on that one. Akers had the rebound but couldn't control it. Person again. Rebound. Akers tips it around. It goes out of bounds off Paxson. Celtics just can't hold on to the thing down at that end. And it'll be Indiana ball with 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Put it in play will be Chuck Person. Here's your time, lower right-hand corner of your picture. Long launches one. That's the end of the quarter. The Celtics played a strong first 5 minutes. The Pacers played a strong final 7 minutes. So at the end of the first quarter, Indiana holds the lead. The Pacers 34 and the Celtics 31. You could win a brand new 1988 Chevy Cavalier, Corsica, or Beretta absolutely free from your Chevy dealers of New England, sponsors of the Boston Celtics on Channel 56. Just keep watching Channel 56 for the Chevy Sweepstakes. Contest ends April 3rd. Don't be late. For the Celtics, Minifield, Paxson, Akers, Robertson, Bird. For Indiana, Miller, Skiles, Gray, Tisdale, and Williams. First quarter, the Celtics 12 of 21 from the floor. Indiana 15 of 28. Rebounding 11-9. Indiana the lead. Turnovers 5-1 Celtics. The Celtics, in allowing 31 points in the first quarter, immediately gave Indiana too many points to start the ball game. Mark Akers picks up his second personal foul on the drive by Fleming. Possession foul, first team foul of the quarter on the Celtics. Here's Scott Skiles. And now Gray. Reggie Miller loses the ball out of bounds. However, it's ticked off by the Celtics, so it'll be Indiana ball with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Skiles was a #1 draft pick. Milwaukee Bucks. Didn't play last season because of injury and then traded over here to Indiana. Now loses the ball to the hands of Fred Roberts. Minifield comes back, has got Bird on the wing, kisses it off to him beautifully. Oh, Bird will go to the foul line as he got sandwiched between a pair of Indiana Pacers. The foul is given to Stuart Gray.
Nice job by Minifield there, just holding the ball long enough. He was trying to create the 3-and-2 advantage, and he wanted to draw the defense away from Bird if possible, which meant he had to have a little more patience, and he displayed it. He was able to not create the shot, but certainly pick up the foul for Bird.
Larry now with 9 points, looking for his 10th, and he gets it. Larry shooting his free throws at 91%, second in the league to Jack Sickman, just behind him.
I gotta believe he's going to edge Sickman up before the season is over.
So. This is Reggie Miller, the rookie #1 pick from UCLA, and now Herb Williams with Akers on him. Skiles, who's a pretty good shooter, knocks it in. 36-33. The Pacers back up by 3. Roberts up court for the Celtics. Gets it inside the Bird. Larry wheels to the lane, left-handed. Is that pretty?
Caught Williams completely by surprise, playing stand-up defense. When you're guarding Bird, as we said a while ago, you don't leave him when he doesn't have the ball, and when he does have it, you've got to be in a ready position, prepared for Bird's quick move. That time Williams was standing straight up. Bird just blew by him.
Skiles played his high school basketball here in Indiana, was a big high school hero.
Celtics in their deny defense now. The fist defense, they call it. They run inside. They deny outlets. They don't try not to allow you to swing the ball.
5 seconds on the shot clock for Indiana on the inbounds play. Tisdale to put it in. Does to Skiles. Hooks the pass to Gray. That is not his normal shooting area. The rebound tipped out, and Minifield has it.
They let the right guy alone that time in Gray. He thought he was an outside shooter simply because he was by himself.
Roberts got too far under, could do nothing with it against the 7-footer Stuart Gray. Indiana by 3. Williams wheels. And Indiana leads by 5. I'm sorry, Indiana leads by 3 again, 38-35. 10:05 to go here in the first half. Bird for the Celtics with 10 points. Paxson kicks it off to Minifield. Dirk challenges the big guys, doesn't hit it. Akers keeps it alive. Skiles goes bouncing out of bounds with it, but we have a foul on Dirk Minifield. Loose ball foul. It'll be the second team foul on the Celtics, and it'll be put in play by Stuart Gray of the Pacers.
2 on Boston in the period.
Does to Williams and now to Skiles. Whipping the blind pass to Tisdale, but it was tipped out of bounds by Fred Roberts.
Skiles got a lot of talent. He just doesn't quite have the speed and quickness to implement the talent he has. He's a pretty good penetrator, but he just doesn't blow by people and passes well.
Great.
Miller.
Reggie Miller, three-point hoop, is 48th of the season, and Indiana leads by 6 points, their biggest lead.
Has a chance to have more three-pointers than any rookie. Bird holds the record with 58.
Minifield left open, does not hit the jumper, gets his own rebound, kicks it off inside, but it's slapped away.
There comes a time when you shouldn't search out a better shot. That's when you're too close to it. Miller again.
2 in a row. 2 3-point hoops in a row by Reggie Miller. Indiana leads by 9. Celtics need a timeout. Ever since the first timeout, which came just after the 8-minute mark of the first quarter, the Celtics have been outplayed by quite a bit by Indiana. 9:03 to play in the half. Pacers lead 44-35. The Jungle calls you to Tarzan Theater. This week it's Tarzan in the Valley of Gold and Tarzan in the Great River here on WLVI TV. Sellout 16,912 here at Indiana. The Pacers have taken a 9-point lead on the strength of hitting 13 of their last 19 shots from the floor. They've come from every angle and every direction.
Well, the timeout we referred to, where Indiana picked up their defensive pressure, coincided with the Celtics forgetting about their inside game plan and also letting down defensively. So, combination of the two has created a situation where the Celtics were 8 up to 9 down now.
Changes for the Celtics. Ainge and Johnson are back in at the guards. Tisdale takes it in, misses the shot, but Stuart Gray follows. And the Pacers are on a roll.
We said on top, you had to be tough early with a team that's going bad. Celtics were pretty aggressive early. They didn't sustain it. Now Pacers have momentum and confidence going. They're going to be tough.
Foul on Gray will put Fred Roberts at the line. Robert Parrish getting set to come back in for the Celtics. Fred Roberts will be Kuz's halftime guest, by the way. Now, the Celtics 5 out there when Robert gets in will be Ainge and Johnson at the guards, Parrish at center, McHale and Roberts the forwards. Indiana has Skiles and Miller at the guards, Gray at center, with Williams and Tisdale at the forwards. The Pacers have hit 14 out of their last 20 shots. Roberts gets the 2 free throws, and so it's a 9-point Indiana lead, and the Celtics go into a little trap in the backcourt. They get it in the middle to Tisdale. Williams on the drive. No. Rebound Roberts. Immediate dividends off the pressure defense. DJ looping it to McHale. Kevin now to Parrish. Robert gets it in and is fouled.
Nice job by Parrish. Yeah, he had a couple of people hanging on him. Maintained his balance and control. Watch this. There's a little lob entry pass to McHale. He picks up the Parrish defense, so he lays it down to Robert, who's alone momentarily, but then he picked up a crowd in a hurry, but was able to get the shot off anyway.
Foul on Herb Williams, his first, the third on Indiana as a team in this quarter. The Celtics have committed 2. We have 8 minutes to play in the second quarter, and a quick 5-point run by the Celtics, and they're back to within 6 at 46-40. Again, they pressure the ball and force Indiana to get it up floor in the middle to Tisdale. Skiles with it now. Good creative guard, excellent passing ability. Williams, the jumper over Parrish. DJ nearly lost the ball out of bounds on the pressure by Reggie Miller. Comes up court to Roberts with it. Now Ainge. McHale low to Robert. He wheels. Gets it.
I'll tell you, Roberts.
Yes, sir.
Roberts got that soft shot tonight going.
11 points.
He's gotten a bounce on the rim twice now. Tisdale inside.
Count the basket and he's fouled. Foul is on Fred Roberts, and Tisdale will go to the line to shoot one.
Tisdale, a strong 6'7", who normally isn't as active as we've seen him so far tonight inside. He is their, in my opinion at least, their best and most effective inside threat. The Celtics were fronting him, but they made the lob pass to him. Once he gets between you and the basket, that's where he's able to use his muscle and jumping ability and create the kind of shot that we just saw him put in there.
Tisdale, with a chance to make it a three-point play, does, and Indiana's back up by 9. Bird replaces Roberts, so the Celtics starting 5 is back out on the floor. Celtics jumped into an early 8-point lead in the first 4 minutes of the game. Indiana's come back to take what is now a 9-point lead. They go again to Parrish, wheels on Gray, loses the ball, however, on the way through. Skiles back for Indiana, coast to coast. Pacers lead by 11.
Good job there by Skiles. He wasn't able to blow by Ainge. As we told you, he doesn't have that ability, but he still was able to control the move well enough. Look at the aggressive Indiana defense. I mean, they're swarming over anyone who has the ball, and it's really created some results. The TOs were, what, 5-1 at the end of the first quarter. I bet it's a better percentage now. McHale, again, anytime they go inside, you know, they normally create a basket or a good shot for themselves.
Tisdale to the basket. No. Rebound to DJ. Indiana now with 4 team fouls. The aggressive defense has done its job, but the Celtics shortly will be in a shooting situation. DJ with an excellent coast-to-coast trip.
He knew he was going in by himself all the way. You notice he got that head of steam at the foul line and decided he wasn't going to lay down. He could take it to Stepanovic.
Missed outside jumper. DJ the rebound. Indiana now starting to miss some of those jump shots that were falling for them earlier in the quarter. Bird winds up from 20. Rebound Parrish off the offensive board. Robert Wheels doesn't get this one, however. Tisdale the rebound to Skiles.
Robert very active on that offensive board tonight. Good job.
Lord. That one was from about 30 feet.
That one got Ramsey's attention, despite the fact that he hit the 2.
Ainge answers with a 3. Then he comes back and sticks a 3 right back at Mr. Miller, who had hit 2. But that last one that Miller took was about 30 feet out.
Boy, that's an in-your-face job. Players love to do that, especially to a rookie who's burned him a couple of times.
Timeout on the floor, Indiana. The Celtics have jumped back to within 4. 5:41 left in the half. It's 53-49 Pacers. Person outside. Gives the Pacers a 6-point lead again.
Person, a rookie of the year last year, is having a soft second year for him. However, he's got tremendous ability in just about every area.
Bird, no. Parrish follows on the offensive board.
I'll tell you.
Third offensive rebound in the game for Robert. 2 of them have resulted in baskets for the Celtics.
Even when the defense is doing a good job on Bird, he somehow makes something positive happen. Persons again from outside, this time off the boards. And believe me, he meant it. That wasn't by accident. A lot of times players will throw it off the backboard and they just strike a nerve and get lucky. But that time Person shoots that shot.
Illegal defense is called on Indiana on Steve Stepanovic. It is the first illegal defense of the game against the Pacers. So it's a warning.
Stepanovic will stay in the paint. That's why the Celtics are bringing Robert up to the top of the key to be the swing man for the ball, because they know Stepanovic will not come out and challenge him.
DJ missing the open jumper. Stepanovic rolls through, misses the shot. McHale, tough rebound. He is knocked out of bounds and fouled in the process by Indiana's Reggie Miller, and that'll put McHale at the foul line because Indiana's over the limit.
It is. McHale, along with Parrish, doing a nice job on the defensive board tonight. There's Miller reaching in. Rookie wants the jump ball. Obviously does not get it. Ron Garretson, who is Darryl Garretson's son, getting a start this year. Garretson Sr. is the chief of officials, has been for a number of years in the NBA.
2 free throws coming for Kevin McHale. See there, Kevin #1 in the league in field goal percentage, #2 in the league. Plays on the same team. 0-0 Robert Parrish.
That's one of the problems Indiana has also, is they simply don't go to the line enough, which indicates they are a jump shooting team, as we said, and they're much more aggressive taking it to the basket tonight. than they normally are, and they shoot less free throws than any team in the league.
Skiles straightaway jump shot gets the two back quickly for Indiana. 59-53. Pacers lead. 4:20 to go. First half rather.
Ramsey getting good production out of his second unit. That's 20 points now for the Indianapolis substitutes.
Another foul on Person. That's his second. And McHale will go to the line once again to shoot two shots. 4:16 left here in the quarter. The Pacers are averaging 5 free throws per game fewer than their opponents. Celtics are 1.5 more per
over
game.
the span of the season. Really, when you're aware of how many close games a team will have, there's no question that this, I don't know what it relates to, but certainly a half a dozen additional wins probably you would get if you simply shoot as many free throws as the opponent.
One more foul shot for Kevin McHale. He has hit all 6 he's taken. I believe the Celtics have hit all of their free throws so far in this game.
Yes, they have.
They are 15 of 15. And the Celtics are down by 4 at 59-55.
And the ratio is 15-5 in terms of what we were talking about. Indiana not going to the line as often as the opponent.
Come on, Reggie.
Person getting it off to Reggie Miller, loses the handle. Stepanovic pulls the trigger. Rebound, tough rebound by Tisdale, but we're going to get a loose ball foul, Indiana. That'll put the Celtics at the line again.
And it also brings Jack Ramsey off the bench, gets Hugh Evans' attention as he points a threatening finger at the demonstrative coach.
That is the second personal foul on Wayman Tisdale. So the reason that Wayman was in position to snag that offensive rebound was because he was committing a foul.
Ramsey, who's done a fine job every place he's been, in my opinion, in college and the pros. Second behind the legendary Arnold Red Auerbach in terms of total wins. Actually, if he has a couple of good seasons, good meaning, you know, if he wins 40, I believe, this year and next year, he would pass my old mentor in the all-time win column.
One more free throw coming for Dennis Johnson with just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Celtics have hit 17 straight foul shots. And they're down by 2, 59-57. Indiana's biggest lead was 11. Celtics' biggest lead early was 8. Now Fleming and Long are back in for the Pacers. Skiles goes out with Miller. The runner by Person. Was that a pretty move? Chuck Person.
That's a nice job, and he had McHale out there with him too. McHale trying to stop the outside shot by Person. Gave up the lane, but he answers simply by going over him on the other end.
Now Kevin's at 6'11", Person's at 6'8", and Kevin's got those 3 inches on him along with a big long arms. Celtics again down by 2.
Big first hit for Kevin. 16. Robert Parrish with a loud reject.
71st block shot of the season for the Chief.
Robert working hard tonight.
He's playing very well.
I rode down with him in the elevator in the hotel and said, "How's it all feel, big guy? All the aches and pains?" He said, "Well, the back's still a little sore, but it's coming along."
Fleming from outside. Rebound loose to the floor, out of bounds, off McHale's leg. It'll be Pacer ball. 3:10 left in the first half. Indiana leads by 2. Chuck Person will put it in play for the Pacers. Out there with Stepanovic, Tisdale, Long, and Fleming. John Long. Danny Ainge guarding him. Long, a veteran, played most of his career with Detroit. Through the middle, the ball is lost. McHale picked up the loose ball. It comes up court to Danny Ainge. Celtics are down by 2.
Shakes off a defender holding on to him, and that's what got the fans' attention.
Robert does not get the ball to bounce for him this time. Fleming the rebound. John Long, pocket picked by Dennis Johnson, but he commits the foul in doing it.
DJ going to that move a little too often. That's a good late in the game move when the offenses get a little tired, not as alert and so forth, but you don't want to go to it too often or too soon.
4th team foul on the Celtics, so they've reached the limit. Person on the inbounds to Fleming. 2:35 left to play in the first half. Person puts it to the floor and quickly launches it. Person's having an excellent first half. He's got 12 points. Indiana leads by 4. DJ looking for McHale, gets him low. They double up Kevin. He goes over everybody and scores anyway.
I'll tell you, McHale
got 18 and a half.
Yeah, he's so upset with Person too that he's just made up his mind to take it to him. Long.
Person. Oh, Person and McHale in a little scoring duel now.
McHale wants it again. Bird looking to give it to him.
Bird being hounded, gets it to McHale. Looking to get by Person, can't. Outside DJ, push shot, no. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Indiana ball. 1:56 left in the half. High scoring first half. 65-61 Indiana.
That's the shot they'll give up, as we told you earlier. They'll rotate off of DJ, double down, and simply challenge DJ to make that little 16-footer.
Long baseline. Rebound, Dennis Johnson. DJ starts out in a hurry. Quickly pushes it up court to Bird. Larry backing his man in. Looking to draw the double, doesn't, so he takes it in with a left-handed hook. Parrish, another offensive rebound for two.
Boy, is Robert active on those boards tonight.
Excellent job being done by Robert Parrish off the offensive boards. Now has 15 points in the game.
Watch this.
And
Bird,
he was fouled.
Bird points to McHale as if he wants him to post up. That gets interrupts Person's concentration and allows him to go in for the little left-hand half hook. Doesn't go down, but Robert, as we said, extremely active on the offensive board, is there to pick it up and lay it in.
Robert looking to complete a three-point play. Does. And the Celtics have cut the Indiana lead to 1 with 1:27 left in the first half. 65-64 Pacers. There's your time remaining. Lower right-hand corner of your picture. Long all the way in. Robert got a piece of it. Ball is kept in play by Tisdale.
Good second quarter action. Both teams have played well in this quarter.
Person takes that big step, kicks it back to Stefanovic. Left-handed shot goes over everything. Robert has it, gets the outlet to Danny Ainge. Danny takes it all the way. Little fall away, no. Rebound, Ainge. We're going to get a whistle and a pushing off foul on Ainge, and that's exactly what he was doing underneath.
Yeah, nothing there. Danny shouldn't have taken a shot. There was 1-on-4. Simply should have kicked it back out, balanced his floor, waited for the inside people to get down.
Ainge showing a little impatience that trip down. That'll put Indiana at the foul line as he committed the foul on Vern Fleming. Fleming will shoot two with 58 seconds left in the half. 65-64, Indiana by 1. Their biggest lead was 11. Celtics' biggest lead was 8. Fleming misses for the second time in the game. Normally an 82% foul shooter. For the third time in the game, I stand corrected. One more free throw for Fleming.
They don't shoot that many of them, but they shoot them pretty well, 78%.
Well, Fleming gets one out of the two, and the Pacers lead by a pair with 57 seconds left in the first half. Celtics want a 20-second timeout. You're watching the Boston Celtics Television Network.
Treat Williams is a narcotics cop who risks everything to do what is right. Prince of the City, Wednesday night at 8 on WLVI TV.
Coming up at halftime.
Well, water always seeks its own level in the NBA, or at least generally. The Pacers at one point from midway through the first quarter to midway through the second quarter had hit 15 out of 20 shots from the floor. They subsequently cooled off. The Celtics putting a little more pressure on them defensively, and it brought the game back down to earth, and it's a 2-point Indiana lead with 54 seconds left in the half, and the Celtics with the ball.
Much more difficult for a jump shooting team to sustain, continued offense throughout a game. At least they'll do it for a quarter, quarter and a half, sometimes even 3 quarters if they're really having a hot night and the defense isn't playing well. But that's
Robert
not the case tonight.
Had the offensive rebound, but this time he's called for a foul. His second personal foul. And a free throw shooting situation for the Pacers. The loose ball foul on Parrish.
And again,
Celtics, I don't think, worked hard enough to get the ball inside that possession.
They simply, they run spurts where they simply run out of patience with their offense. Robert continues to be active, however, and it's the type of foul that a coach really doesn't mind, because Robert has been so effective with that quick move to the offensive board. And having him pick up a foul isn't that much of a problem for them.
First point in this quarter for Steve Stefanovic. Good foul shooter, 83% guy. He gets them both, and the Pacers lead by 4 points. 42 seconds left in the half. Ainge pushing it down. A three-pointer by Ainge.
I'll tell you, I don't know what Danny's doing out
Boy,
there.
his last 3 shots have been very ill-advised at best. Person all the way back. Misses the shot. Bird the rebound. Ainge gets it to DJ, cutting. Back to Danny Ainge. 18-footer. That one won't go. Loose ball. Indiana's got it. Fleming with 15 seconds left in the half. Celtics trail by 4. I'll tell you, their last 3 or 4 trips down the floor after working for good shots, they've come down to take some terrible shots. Fleming throws it out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball with 2 seconds left in the half. Ainge will put it in play. Does to DJ from half court. No. And we've come to the end of the first half here at Indianapolis Market Square Arena. You look at head coach Jack Ramsey of the Pacers. His club leads it by 4 at the end of the first half. It is Indiana 66 and the Celtics 64. Offensively played brilliantly. Bird from outside in ball movement and getting the ball inside. And there were times when they played like total strangers. Here's Fleming. Now Person straight away. DJ the rebound.
It appears that the Celtics want to control the tempo. Again, this way they can exploit that inside game that they've been so effective with for most of the half. Although that time, McHale just gets pushed completely out of the play. No call. So nothing happened that
Bird
time down the floor. Bird, good steal.
Takes the jumper. Does not hit it. Fleming the rebound. Gets it off to John Long, baseline. He misses the shot. But there to follow it is Steve Stepanovic.
Stepanovic with 14 points now. He's averaging 14, so he got his average early. Been very active and very effective. You've got to box him out, obviously.
Bird getting it to Kevin McHale, and now DJ posting up Vern Fleming. Draws the double team. That leaves McHale underneath. Misses the little jump hook, however. Celtics did exactly what they wanted to do. Got it inside for a high percentage shot, but Kevin couldn't clank it home. Oh, it's a 6-point Indiana lead with 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Baseline goes Tisdale.
Good job. Tisdale got matched up with Robert Parrish. Immediately knew he had a speed and advantage on the big guy and blew by him along the baseline. Help didn't come in quickly enough.
McHale with it for the Celtics, and now Dennis Johnson. They get it to Danny Ainge. Fakes the 3. Takes it in on Long. Cross court, it's DJ. 4 on the shot clock. Racks it home off the glass. Dennis Johnson.
That was not by design.
No.
DJ comes back down with a big smile on his face. We talked about that in the first half. That's not DJ's normal. Last person's with good drive for the basket.
And again, Indiana leads by 8. And the Celtics want a timeout. And KC's got to talk things over with his troops right now. 9:29 left in the third quarter. Pacers continue to play well, and they lead by 8, 76-268. Play some serious defense to start the third quarter. I would not say that has happened yet. Indiana's hit 4 out of 6. Most of them have been high percentage shots down low. Ball tipped out by Person, the Boston ball.
On the other hand, Indiana has adjusted to McHale with a little more aggressive fronting. If you notice, the Celtics there's a forced shot again. You know, the Celtic guards simply have to learn that the outside shot complements the inside game. You don't look for the outside shot as the first option. If the inside options aren't there, then you go
That's
outside.
A double dribble.
Yes, sir.
Tisdale had it, got himself in position, and then picked the ball up and then put it back down on the floor again. Well, the Pacers turn it over, and DJ will bring it back for the Celtics, trailing by 8 points. Fleming on Johnson. Now McHale has Person guarding him. Kevin ran wild in the first half. Bird from 20 buries it.
Larry Bird.
76-70. Indiana leading, 8:40 to go, third quarter. Tisdale. Bird the rebound.
Celtics hanging in, waiting for Indiana to hit a cold spot, and predictably they probably will.
Larry Bird knocks down his 70th three-point basket of the season, his 15th consecutive game with a three-point basket. 22nd timeout, Indiana. You're watching the Boston Celtics television network. 19 points in the ball game, and the Celtics quickly chopping the Indiana lead down to 3.
Indiana adjusted at least up to now, to Celtics inside strength. There's not much you can do about a man using a pick. He was using DJ, I guess, from behind the three-point line to launch one.
McHale staring up at Person. Now Stepanovic. McHale gets him on the switch. Fleming, whoa, nearly carried it. Misses the shot. Robert the rebound. Roberts had a great game.
Yes, he has.
Ninth rebound.
It'd be a shame to, as they say, waste the productive game that both he and McHale have had up to now.
Parrish looking for some help. Finds Ainge. Now McHale low inside for two.
Boy,
that was good ball movement.
Good swing of the ball there to that weak side. Quick flash into the low post. Caught Person by surprise. He's been doing a good job on McHale.
Blocked, however, a foul on Dennis Johnson, who went up to block Chuck Person. Second personal on DJ. Look at it again.
It is McHale forcing Person baseline. He takes it. The help comes over in the form of DJ. Looked pretty good on replay. DJ didn't agree with the call.
Person at the line to shoot two. The Celtics had run off 7 unanswered points to get to within 1. 7:34 left here in the third. Person gets the first free throw.
Weakest free throw shooter amongst the starting
for a guy
five.
who's an excellent outside shooter,
Exactly.
I'm surprised to see him at only 65% from the line on the season. Also averages 7 rebounds and 4 assists per game. But on that trip, he was a 100% foul shooter. Indiana by 3, 78-75, 7.5 minutes to go, third quarter. The only points Indiana's scored in the last 2 minutes have been those 2 free throws. Ainge being forced outside by Long. Down to 8 on the shot clock.
Good job by Indiana on their deny defense.
Bird loses the handle. Fleming. Stepanovic on the cut through the middle.
That's a nice job on both ends by Indiana.
Home run ball to Bird. Robert Parrish on the shooter release. Quickly getting it up court to Bird with a post pattern. Hit him right on the numbers, and Larry laid it in.
So demoralizing for a team to work hard to get a hoop and then have the long pass get it right back for the opponent.
80-77.
Do it well, by the way.
Ainge playing tight on Fleming. Now Person with it. Runs McHale into a pick. We have a whistle and foul on Kevin McHale, his second personal of the game. The second team foul of the quarter on the Celtics. The first personal on McHale. Person will put it in play. Indiana has not committed any team fouls yet here in the third quarter. Fleming. And now Long bounce passes it to Fleming, nearly loses control. Stepanovic on the miss. Bird another rebound. Larry now with 5 in the game has taken 3 of them down in this quarter alone.
Well, it's doing a better job balancing their floor, looking for their half-court offense, and it's paying off so far in the third quarter. Nice move.
Boy, was it. Larry with 23 in the game. Long has it ticked out of bounds by Ainge as he went by him. 6 minutes even to play in the third. Indiana leads by 1. They have the ball. 18 on the shot clock when they inbounds.
Bird had a soft half for him, at least, with only 12. He's already got 11 here in the third quarter.
Stepanovic to Vern Fleming. Pacers leading by a point. Person. He can do so many things. Ball slapped away by Bird. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Fleming now Person for 3. Does not get it. Rebound knocked out of bounds off the Pacers' John Long. Boston ball. Good defensive 24 seconds for the Celtics.
I'll tell you, both teams have dug in nicely here in the third quarter. It's developing into a defensive battle as opposed to the offense that dominated in the first game.
Celtics trail by a point. Bird, the fall away. Gets it. Celtics lead for the first time since they were ahead 25-24 in the first quarter. Bird now with 25 points in the ball game on that jump shot. 81-80 Celtics. Fleming baseline, short with it. Parrish the rebound. Fires up court to Danny Ainge. Danny makes a great catch of the pass from the Chief. Now flips it back out to DJ. 3-point shot. Rebound McHale. Ainge underneath to DJ for layup.
Danny Ainge, nice job. Gave up the three-pointer, caught DJ underneath, threw the bullet along the baseline. Fine job by Danny Ainge.
And that completes a 15-4 Celtics scoring run over the last 4 minutes. 4:52 left, third quarter. Celtics lead 83-80. News at 10 in Televote. Tonight's question, can Jesse Jackson win the Democratic presidential nomination? Tonight, right after the game. Let's take a look at one of the Celtics' easier baskets of the night as Danny gave up the three-pointer and found DJ totally alone underneath. Well, that was well done.
That was almost a balk. He was in the middle of his windup, wasn't he, when he caught DJ out of the corner of his eye.
Well, the Celtics in the last 4.5 minutes have gone on a 15-4 run. Person blocked by McHale into the hands of Parrish.
Boy, are they into their help defense in this quarter, I'll tell you.
Celtics have gone from a 76-68 deficit at the 9.5-minute mark to an 83-80 lead right here and now with 4.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And they've done it defensively.
I'm sure Casey pointed out those 68 points in the first quarter.
Look at that.
First half, and boy, it paid off because they've come out like tigers and helping each other out. Good pressure on the ball, good deny, and then when the people put it to the floor and drive by, they've been getting help from behind.
Robert Parrish will go to the line to shoot two as Chuck Person just drew his third personal foul off that excellent entry pass from Dennis Johnson. Now Chief will shoot two. If you look at Jack Ramsey, Larry maybe score. That's the first free throw the Celtics have missed tonight. They had hit 18 in a row. Mark Akers in replacing McHale. Larry may be shooting well with the goggles on, but I tell you, I think they drive him crazy because at every opportunity he gets, he takes those things off. Robert gets the second one to drop, so the Celtics are 19 of 20 at the foul line in this game. Skiles and Miller in as the Indiana backcourt now. Stefanovic nearly has it stolen by Ainge. Tisdale. And it's 84-82. The Celtics lead is 2 points. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Ainge pushes it down for the Celtics. Danny looking inside for Parrish. Instead, they swing it back around. They've got Akers playing at a forward position as he checked in replacing McHale. DJ down to 5 on the shot clock. It is Bird. Fall away jump hook snatched out of the air by Person.
And again, Indiana comes out of the timeout with aggressive, effective defense.
Miller looking inside for Tisdale. Gets him. Tisdale ties it. We're tied at 84. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Well, if it keeps going this way, we'll have a heck of a fourth quarter for you. Friday night, 8:30 New England time, 8 o'clock pregame show. The Celtics at Chicago to play Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Larry, 3-second violation called on Akers.
And again, the Indiana defense digs in and comes up with some positive results for themselves.
Here's Scott Skiles for the Pacers. 84-84, 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Skiles goes by Ainge, takes it in, and hits. Just went right by him.
They forgot about Skiles. Substitutes get generally more effective in the second half of a season. The defense is let down a little bit, and they tend to forget those guys coming in off the bench.
Danny Ainge, his third three-pointer of the game. That gives the Celtics a 1-point lead, 87-86. With every three-pointer he makes, of course, he continues to stretch his own NBA record. 112 on the year now for Danny. Stefanovic trying to come around the Tisdale pick. Gets it back to Stefanovic. Nice pick and roll.
Good movement. Good entry pass by Wyman Tisdale to finish the play off.
Indiana by 1. Parrish. Fall away. Celtics lead by 1. What a game Robert's having. 19 points in the game now, and he's well into double figures in rebounds.
Yeah, he led the team at halftime with 8.
Got 11 right now. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Celtics have come back from what had been an 11-point deficit in the second quarter to a 1-point lead. Skiles again. He's 5 for 5.
They're giving him baseline, and he's taking it. And
maybe they're
finishing it off as well.
Maybe he's quicker than they think he is.
Well, they're overplaying completely.
Ainge another three-pointer, but this one missed. That was the first three-point shot he's missed in the game.
And they're actually giving him a little too much of an advantage. Any player on this level, you know, you can like give him a half a man to his supposed weak side. But if you give him the full man and simply allow him to walk into the basket and you don't get the help behind, as I say, the big people aren't really giving Skiles the kind of respect he probably deserves, why we're going to be able to finish it off.
Miller outside to Stepanovic. Rebound Dennis Johnson. McHale is in replacing Parrish. So Akers goes into center. Bird with the Celtics trailing by 1. No. Rebound Reggie Miller.
Celtics again going to the first shot.
Skiles off to Tisdale. Takes it in the paint. That was nice. Nice move by Wayman Tisdale. Indiana leads by 3 with a minute to go in the third quarter, 92-89. And Tisdale has been having an outstanding game tonight for the Pacers. DJ with it. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Now Bird goes around Tisdale. Left-handed hook.
Wow.
Whoa. Mercy.
Spectacular.
27 points for Larry Bird. 15 of them in this quarter.
It's amazing how he can maintain his balance and the control over the shot, you know, when he's that far off balance, obviously.
Stepanovic. Little jumper. Rebound McHale. 19 seconds to go in the quarter. The Celtics will hold for 1 shot. They trail by 1. 92-91.
Good quarter of basketball by both teams. Really worked at it.
There's your time remaining in the quarter. Lower right-hand corner. Bird gets the call. Jump. Hook. No, he was fouled by Tisdale. And Larry will go to the line with 2 seconds on the shot clock, on the game clock in the third quarter. Jim Paxson comes in now replacing Ainge. That is the 3rd foul committed by Wayman Tisdale. Larry will shoot 2. Larry has 27 points as he stands up there. 28 points for Larry, averaging 30. Now Gray is in replacing Stepanovic for Indiana. 1 more free throw for Larry Bird. Indiana will have 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter when they get the ball. Bird with 29 points. It comes into Skiles, fires from three-quarter court. And at the end of 3, the Celtics have regained the lead. An outstanding quarter of basketball by both teams. After 3 at Market Square Arena, it is the Celtics 93 and the Pacers 92. Quarter shootout, tonight's entry. David Wolf of Hyde Park counting on Robert Parrish to score first in the fourth quarter. But Robert's not starting the fourth quarter. So, mon ami Robert, pick a guy. We've got Johnson, Paxson, Lohas, Akers, and McHale out there.
I think McHale might be ready to
all right.
Donate a TV set.
It'll be Celtics ball to start the fourth quarter. Indiana has Skiles, Miller, Gray, Person, and Williams out there. Celtics outscored them 29-24 in the third quarter. Lohas getting it to McHale. They double up Kevin, gets it back to Brad. Again, they go inside. Lohas maintains control of the ball, gets it to McHale. Good hustle. Ball knocked out of bounds off Indiana, and it'll be Indiana ball. The 24-second clock went off.
I'd say if Indiana had played half as aggressively in their last 6 games, they wouldn't have lost 5 out of 6.
No, they've lost 5 out of 6, 9 out of 11.
They are doing a job. We're going to have a heck of a last quarter here. Both teams continue to work at it.
Herb Williams gives Indiana a 1-point lead, 94-93, as we are just 30 seconds into the fourth quarter of play. Paxson getting it to McHale. Kevin the jump hook. He scores. Congratulations to David Wolf of Hyde Park. You win a color TV and a Celtics jacket as Kevin McHale scores for the Celtics to open up the fourth quarter. And Kevin will be at the line to try to make it a 3-point play. Kevin now with 22 points in the ball game. The foul on Herb Williams, his second, the first in Indiana as a team. However, McHale misses the free throw. Good hustle by Akers to get the loose ball. Gets it back out to Lohas and now to DJ. Celtics by 1. Paxson cutting through. Nice move. DJ getting the ball to Paxson right in the right spot as he slid off that pick. And the Celtics lead by 3, 97-94. First basket of the game for Jim Paxson. The steal by DJ.
First basket for the Celtic bench as well. They only had 2 in the first half.
Lohas trying to work on Gray. goes into his face with a jumper. Brad, tell you what, he's a good face-up shooter.
I'll tell you, not only that, but a nice under-control move for a rookie.
99-94, Celtics have quickly opened a 5-point lead here early in the fourth quarter. It's their biggest lead in some time. Lojas nearly made the steal. Committed a foul on Gray. It'll be the first Celtics team foul, the first on Brad Lojas.
If you're going to go for that move, that steal, and you're 7 feet, you got to get a little closer to the guy when he doesn't have the ball. So it's just a reach move, not a lunge.
Skiles and now Person. They're looking for Gray inside. Person kicks it back to Skiles. Gets DJ in the air, but the off-balance shot and a rebound by Akers.
Boy, Akers looks tough on the defensive board, doesn't he? If he's spread out, is he mean?
DJ bringing it down for the Celtics with a 5-point lead. Lojas now has Williams on him, finds Paxson posting up for 2.
Nice job.
Celtics green team out there now. The 3 green team members have all acquitted themselves well in this quarter. Paxson, Lojas, and Akers.
You know what's happening? The aggressive defense by Indiana that was so effective was aimed at the starters. Now that Casey's gone to the bench, they're not quite as aggressive, and the bench is responding.
Indiana throws it away. The pass going through the legs of Person. Celtics have outscored the Pacers here in this quarter, 9-2. Lojas ahead of the field. Tries to work it back out. Person slaps it away. A 9-2 Celtics scoring burst in the first 2.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. And the Celtics lead by 7. Paxson has Reggie Miller on him. Now Lojas low to DJ. DJ trying to work himself for a shot, but he is fouled on Indiana's Scott Skiles. It'll be Indiana's second team foul.
Celtics doing a nice job with this unit of selecting their offense. Here they posted Paxson up a moment ago. This time they try to exploit Skiles with DJ, so they've still got DJ in there. Good, intelligent offense.
Paxson to miss. McHale the bound. No. Tipped up. No. Rebound. No. Whoa. Horse collared coming up court by DJ with Scott Skiles.
And a very intelligent foul there also, because they were off to the races. Here it is. Green doing a good job on the offensive board. Can't quite get the handle. Here it is. DJ would have been a 3-on-1 breakaway. Nice job. Avoids the basket.
Inbounds it comes to Scott Skiles. Miller from way outside. Reggie Miller.
Kid's a shooter.
Sure is. 101-96. Celtics by 5 points. Lojas has Person on him.
Still looking to post up DJ.
Lojas looking inside. Starts to go baseline. Takes it baseline. Reverse layup. No, he stepped out of bounds with it. That was a heck of a move.
Major league move, isn't it?
Sure. All right, Indiana with a chance now to get down to within 3. Skiles up court for the Pacers. Skiles and Miller, young backcourt for Indiana. Miller starts to go on Paxson, wheels through, and a whistle and foul on the Celtics. I think Akers is going to be called. Yes, it is. Mark's 3rd personal foul.
Let's take a peek. Good 360 here. Paxton overplaying. Miller rolls off him. I'll tell you, that should have been a charge, I think. Akers just standing there. He's upset. Probably his complaint is justified.
Lojas has gone out and Bird replaced him. Friday night, it'll be brother against brother when Jim Paxson of the Celtics squares off against John Paxson of the Chicago Bulls. We'll have that for you at 8 o'clock pregame show, 8:30 tap-off from Chicago. Former Celtics Sam Vincent now playing with the Bulls.
Starting lineup, you notice?
Pacers are back to within 3 at 101-98. DJ from 18 feet off target. Way off target. Ball stolen by Paxson. He fires from the corner and buries it.
Big one.
Yes, sir. Good play by Paxson.
6 points by Paxton in the last quarter here.
Person had the rebound, and Paxson just stripped him of the ball and then buried an 18-footer. 103-98 Boston. Williams in low, stolen by Akers.
Boy, is he active. Really doing a nice job on Person inside.
And he did it again Hartford the other night. Bird for 3. Yes!
Yes!
No. They call it 2, just inside the line. Larry Bird. Now at 31 points in the game. Timeout Indiana. The Celtics with 7.5 minutes to go have carved out a 7-point lead. 105-98.
The new Chevy Sequoia.
It's DeKalb, boss. DeKalb, what is it? Well, who's writing this stuff anyway? When Tattoo visits Taxi. Catch Taxi every night at 7:30 here on WLVI TV. In the fourth quarter, the Celtics are 6 of 9. Indiana's 2 of 3. So the Celtics are 3-1 advantage in shots. Jim Paxson and Mark Akers and Brad Lohaus, who's now sat down, have all made significant contributions in this quarter. Danny Ainge back in. He steals the pass. Ainge has got Skiles with him. Tries to get the shot away, but it is knocked out of bounds by Skiles. That's a good defensive play by Skiles.
Yeah, he did a good job. Danny was not aware that he had anyone coming down with him. See, if he'd kind of peeked over his shoulder, he could have just laid it over to Akers, who had the lane of the basket.
Inbounds it comes to Ainge. Got Skiles on him. Fires from the corner, and he was fouled. Scott Skiles commits the third Indiana team foul of the quarter, and the third personal on Skiles. That'll give Ainge 2 free throws. Danny's first trip to the foul line tonight, is it not? Yes, it is. He has a string going of 43 straight free throws made. And that's it. He had hit 44 in a row, 43 in a row prior to that. Could have matched his jersey number with it. One more coming for Ainge. He gets 1 out of the 2, and the Celtics lead 106-98. 8-point lead equals their biggest lead of the game, which came early in the first quarter. Skiles being bothered by Ainge's pressure defense. Now Person looking for Stefanovic. But right there was Akers. However, we're going to get a foul from the front side on Jim Paxson. That'll be Paxson's first and the team's third. Each team now with 3 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. Check that. The Celtics have 4 now. 4 now for the Celtics. So no more to waste. In low it goes. Person kicks it back out. Skiles for 3. Off target. Bird the rebound. To Jim Paxson.
3-point shooters have to know who they are. If you don't have that kind of range, just because the shot opens up, that doesn't mean he should take it.
Akers off the high post. 10 on the shot clock. Paxson works it into McHale. Tries to get the jump hook away, but he is blocked and fouled by Steve Stefanovic. And Kevin McHale will go to the foul line.
Stipo's first foul. Just didn't quite get in there quickly enough on the weak side.
Remember when Indiana lost the coin toss with Houston for the #1 pick a few years ago, and the Rockets got Sampson, and
I'm not sure.
This team ended up with Stefanovic, and everybody said, "Oh wow," you know. But I think this team made out better.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that Indiana any longer got the worst end of that deal.
Stefanovic gets everything he has out of the ability that he has. He is a very hard-working player. Sampson has since been traded by Houston. Celtics by 9. This is their biggest lead of the game on the free throw by McHale. Celtics, by the way, are 23 of 27 at the line. Just only 4 foul shots. Skiles works it to Stefanovic. Turn around. Won't go. Rebound. Kevin McHale.
Celtics continue to do a nice job on their defensive board. They're not giving up too many second opportunities. And in a close game, that's going to become very important.
Overall, defensively, Kuz, the Celtics in this second half have allowed Indiana only 30 points in the entire half.
They've done a super job in the second half. I'm sure Casey pointed to that 68 points in the first half and gave him a little ammunition to work with.
Stefanovic pulls back with it. Down to 5.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Celtics leading by 9. Gets it to Person. Person being pressured. Now Williams, 5 on the shot clock. Good hustle. Good defense by the Celtics. Bird ahead to Danny Ainge, who will lay it in. The Celtics lead by 11. 5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Timeout Indiana. The Pacers in this second half have scored a total of 30 points, and the Celtics lead by 11. 109-98, 5:08 to go. No holds barred action. Check out Wrestling Spotlight on Sunday nights at 7 on WLVI TV. Celtics were down by 8 points 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Since then, they've outscored Indiana 41-22. Celtics lead by 11. Ainge getting a hand on the ball, but also got a hand on Reggie or on Vern Fleming, and Fleming will go to the line.
Well, you win games at home with offense. You win games on the road with defense and rebounding. Celtics certainly proved that point here in the second half. Really dug in nicely defensively, and actually have had a very productive complete game, or both backboards. You know, they control the defensive board, and they created a number of second opportunities for themselves off there on offensive board.
Well, through 3 quarters, Indiana had turned the ball over 6 times. To show you how aggressive the Celtics have gotten defensively here in the fourth, the Pacers have turned it over 6 times in this quarter alone. The 2 free throws go for Fleming, and that cuts the Celtics lead to 109-100. However, the Celtics went on a spurt there to shoot into that 11-point lead, and now the game is theirs for the taking the way they're playing. Bird does not get the hoop, but he is fouled by Tisdale, who does a little dance after the foul. Bird will go to the line to shoot a couple.
If the Celtics keep their cool now, it's always more difficult for a jump shooting team, you know, to make up a lead, even at home. So if they start to control tempo here in the last 4 or 5 minutes and go inside as they just did that time, just not allow Indiana to get any runs or momentum going, why it'd be very difficult even at home for Indiana to get back into the game.
Jim Paxson comes out and Dennis Johnson is back in. Paxson did a good job. Bird 8 for 8 at the line tonight, has matched his uniform number with 33 points. And the Celtics lead again by 11 with 4.5 minutes to play in the basketball game. The Celtics have never swept a season series from Indiana, the only team in the league that they've never swept a season series from. However, they win tonight and they'll do it.
Akers displaying his defensive mobility, getting back into that play.
Rebound, Fleming hits it. Good work by Vern Fleming. He worked hard to get that one. And it's 111-102 with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Akers remains on the floor. Robert Parrish has had a big game tonight. Right now he's on the bench resting. McHale misses. Tip up no by Akers. Rebound Tisdale off to Fleming. Fleming takes it all the way. Counts the basket and he's fouled.
I'll tell you, he's a little herky-jerky, but he sure can finish plays off in a spectacular fashion. Watch this, kid. So you're not quite sure what he's going to do. At this point, he makes up his mind to take it all away. He takes the contact from Ainge, still is able to continue and make an off-balance shot. Nice job.
Robert Parrish comes back in after a good stretch of rest time on the bench, replacing Mark Akers, who did his job while he was in there. Fleming will try for the 3-point play for Indiana. Vern Fleming has 15 points as he stands up there. And it makes it 16. So Indiana has cut the Celtics lead to 6, and Boston wants a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout taken by the Celtics. Tonight's Lucky Stop and Shop Channel 56 Celtics Dream Night contest winner is Jenny Siraki of Holliston, Massachusetts. Now, if you'd like to win, all you have to do to enter the Channel 56 Celtics Stop and Shop Dream Night contest, fill out an official entry form at your participating Stop and Shop, or send a postcard with your name, address, and telephone number to a nearby Stop and Shop. We'll draw lucky winners like Jenny Siraki of Holliston, who will receive 2 tickets to a Celtics home game, hotel for 2 including dinner, limousine service from your hotel to the Garden, and a $100 Stop and Shop gift certificate. Well, the Celtics lead by 6, 111-105, but right now the Pacers have made a run here, 5 unanswered points to get back to within easy range. And the Celtics will have to put the defensive clamps on again. Paxson is in now, replacing Ainge in the backcourt for the Celtics. DJ with the rookie Reggie Miller on him. Bird cutting off the pick, ball away, no. Rebound, Parrish tips it up, no. Goes to the hands of Person. Indiana can get to within 4 on this trip. Person hooks the pass inside. Tisdale blocked by Parrish, picked out of the air by Robert Parrish.
Big play by the Chief.
He's had a big game. Made a lot of big plays tonight, the Chief. Most minutes he's played in over a week. Second block of the night for Robert to go with his 12 rebounds and 19 points. DJ no. Rebound. Everybody hustling for it. It comes out to Reggie Miller. Off the deep rebound to Fleming. Swoops in. The Celtics in the last, let's see now.
Celtics getting the shot.
They haven't
They're
scored.
just not knocking
2
them
minutes.
down.
Now Indiana's to within 4, and the Celtics want a timeout. No, we're going to come down to a wild finish. 2:49 to go in the ball game. The Celtics 111. Indiana 107. Now has the momentum on the Indiana Pacers side. They've scored 7 unanswered points to cut the Celtics lead down to 4.
Well, Casey really got what he was looking for. He wanted a set play every time. He wanted to try to go inside, and for the most part, that's what they got. They're going to continue to trap down, give DJ that shot. He simply has to hit that 16-footer.
Paxson tries to take it through, but he is fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Paxson tried to drive on the rookie Reggie Miller. Paxson, of course, at 6'6". Miller's 6'7", but Paxson a much stronger 6'6", heavier, bulkier player. Miller, he's so thin his basketball shorts look like Bermudas. Paxson's always been the good free throw shooter. One more foul shot for Jim Paxson. He gets them both. That breaks a 7-0 Indiana run. And it's 113 to 107 Celtics with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Both teams, by the way, over the limit in fouls.
Both teams denying, trying to interrupt the smooth flow of offense, forcing it into an individual move.
Fleming, rebound. McHale had it, couldn't hold on. Fleming, Person for 3.
Woo! Spectacular shot.
I should say. Chuck Person, 3-point shot, and it's a 3-point game with 2 minutes to go.
Looked like it was a bad shot when he launched it because they had just gotten the ball back, but not when it went through the net.
They're trying to go to that Paxson-Miller matchup. That time it doesn't work. Indiana with a chance to close to within 1. 1:45. Down to 1:45 now to play in the game.
Or tie with the ball in this guy's hand.
Fleming takes it to the basket. Dumps it off to Williams. Rebound, Robert Parrish. Loose ball, foul, Indiana. Parrish will go down to the other end to shoot.
They had a pretty good opportunity. Williams simply rushed the shot.
The foul is on Wayman Tisdale, his 5th of the game. And Robert Parrish will be going down to shoot 2. First, he wants to get some rosin on his hands. There's another big rebound for the Chief. He has 13, I believe, 13 rebounds to go with 19 points and a couple of blocked shots. Celtics, by the way, have missed their last 5 field goal attempts in this game. 1:35 left, 2 big free throws for the Chief. Drills the first one.
So often that'll happen when you change the tempo of the game, even though you're getting the shots you're looking for. You know, it just psychologically throws you off where all of a sudden you lose the momentum, and they had it going pretty good.
Robert gets both free throws to give the Celtics a 5-point lead with 1:34 to play. This is Fleming with Ainge on him. Ainge is checked back in, replacing Paxton. Fleming now getting it to Chuck Person. Person fires. Long rebound to the weak side, goes out of bounds. It'll be Indiana ball. Ron Garrettson did not make the call. He just looked out at Hugh Evans and said, I couldn't tell who it went off, and Evans signaled it went off the Celtics. And now coming over to talk to the scorer, the official scorer is Hugh Evans. I think there's a situation now with a 24-second shot clock. Or is there? It's going to be Indiana ball. Right now they've got 24 on the shot clock. And it's going to stay that way. 1:19 to play in the game. Celtics lead by 5. Indiana ball. Chuck Person to put it in play. Gets it into Herb Williams. Very good defensive job on the overplay. Now Fleming. Williams again. Williams in the lane. Another rebound for Robert Parrish. Rebound number 14 for the Chief, who has played a sensational game.
Casey gives the signal to milk the clock. They'll want to get it down to at least the 17 or 18 before they make their move. Tisdale and McHale really going at each other.
And we have Tisdale fouling out of the game. Wayman Tisdale leaning on McHale, fouls out, slaps 5 with Kevin as he goes off the floor. Tisdale had some real fine moments offensively in this game. Kevin will shoot 2 for the Celtics. Tisdale ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds.
Extremely active, however. The most active we've seen him in at least the games that he's played against the Celtics this year.
Kevin misses the front end of the 2 shots. The Celtics at one point in this game had hit 18 consecutive free throws.
And Kevin had hit 6 in a row before he missed 3 out of 4.
He gets that one, so the Celtics are 30 of 35 at the line. 6-point lead, 52 seconds left. There's your time, lower right-hand corner. This is Fleming. That's time remaining in the game. Person pressured, nearly throws it away. Stepanovic. Another block by Parrish. This time he and Stepanovic collide. And Steve Stepanovic will be going to the line. Robert Parrish uncoiling himself off the floor very slowly.
Yeah, they just kind of tangle up on the way down. Good block, but a lot of body contact. Robert gets up gingerly, as you know, he's
had
got
that back problem.
Back, and that obviously is not going to help.
And it'll put Stepanovic at the free throw line with 39 seconds to play here in the basketball game.
Celtics have once again upped their defensive pressure in the last couple of minutes. This is the way they won the game a few days ago against Indiana. Indiana was actually up with, I think, a couple of minutes to go, and then they dug in defensively and simply didn't allow their offense to function. This, again, is the advantage of a veteran team who can, when needed, turn up that deny D and simply take a team, an inexperienced team, completely out of their offense. This is why a team like Indiana, as we said on top, needs a go-to guy. A Larry Bird type who everybody needs, but someone who, when you deny and take them out of their half-court set, can go and beat you individually.
The missed free throw, the rebound to Bird. Gets it to DJ.
That should do it.
Celtics by 5, 34 seconds to go. The Celtics have allowed the Pacers only 43 points in the entire second half. Miller fouls Dennis Johnson. DJ will go to the line. Indiana scored 34 points in the first quarter, 34 in the second quarter. In the entire second half now, with 28 seconds left, the Pacers have scored only 43 points. And so we talked at the half about the Celtics needing to turn up their defensive intensity, and they certainly did all of that.
And a rejuvenation continues. This is a good, solid win, against a team where the odds were against them for all the reasons. Robert walks off gingerly.
Did had a great game.
And certainly,
Robert Parrish.
Absolutely. Had good, solid impact game defensively off the boards and added 19 points besides.
21 official points, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocked shots. Can't ask for more than that. 2 free throws go for DJ. Indiana calls a timeout with 28 seconds left. The Celtics lead by 7 with 28 seconds to go, and whatever Jack Ramsey is going to try to come up with obviously revolves around 3-point shooters, and Indiana's got 3-point shooters. Chuck Person, Reggie Miller, and John Long can all hit from 3-point range. So
yeah, the Celtics won't give them that many opportunities. They'd have to couple, a 3-point shot with a quick steal or 2, and they don't have the personnel. If they have the 3-point shooters in there, that isn't the personnel that's going to come up with the trap and, the loose ball or the violation. So if the Celtics are careful, why they're going to come out of here with a hard-earned and difficult win.
And well-deserved win. On the ball game, by the way, Person has hit 1 out of 2 3-point shots. Miller 2 out of 3. Long hasn't taken any. Styles has missed the 2 that he's taken. The Celtics win this one. It'll be their 6th in a row, and it will leave them 5-0 against Indiana on the season, which would mark the first time in their history that they had swept all of their games from Indiana. As we said earlier, the Pacers are the only team in the league that the Celtics had never swept over the course of the season.
What makes it even more difficult is the win 3 days ago. Very difficult to beat a fairly good team in a back-to-back situation, especially when the second game is at their home court. Despite the fact that Pacers have not been going well, they certainly came out for this one, as expected, with great intensity and made the Celtics' job a lot more difficult.
This game turned with 9:29 left in the third quarter. The Celtics called a timeout, down by 8 points, 76-68. Over the next 4.5 minutes, they went on a 15-4 run to regain the lead. Indiana took it back briefly, and the Celtics regained the lead at the end of the third quarter and have led ever since. Minifield is in now, and Akers.
Casey adjusting to the three-guard offense that Ramsey put in there with three of his own.
Stefanovic gets it in play to Miller, and now to Vern Fleming. He kicks it back out. Person does not take a three-point shot. Instead goes to Stefanovic for two with 20 seconds left in the ball game. They get it into Bird, just keep it in Larry's hands, and somebody will have to foul him sooner or later. Miller fouls him, and Larry will go to the line to shoot two.
Good job. Keep the ball in the hands of your free throw shooter, and there's only one better one in the league at the moment.
Larry will go down to the other end. He has 33 points as he steps to the free throw line, and Larry continues to have a spectacular 9th NBA season.
Larry Bird at the line.
And this will put the Celtics at 18 and 15 on the road this year. And to put that in perspective, there's now only 3 teams that have won more games on the road than they've lost. The Celtics, obviously the Lakers, and Dallas.
Larry has 34 points in the ball game. Stefanovic to put it in play to Person. Celtics lead by 6, 13 seconds left. Fleming takes it inside, over Bird, no. Rebound tipped around, loose ball picked up by Long. And that's the ball game, and the Celtics have reeled off their 6th consecutive win. Final score at Indiana. The Celtics 119, Indiana 113.